Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the Cayo Perico Heist as can be launched from that board right there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started then, shall we? Now, when you launch the heist, it costs $25,000, ladies and gentlemen, and the first time that you undertake it, you will need to do some missions, gather intel, primary targets, secondary targets, as well as sort of establish infiltration points and escape routes, ladies and gentlemen. We'll put a video out on that separately later, but we're going to take a look at the heist itself today, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now to do the heist, ladies and gentlemen, you are always going to need to go and gather the intel, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll have a quick look at that right now. That'll mean going to the island either as a party guest or as a smuggler, and then either way, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to need to sneak around the island thusly and make it all the way up to this sort of communications tower, at which point you'll need to hack into this whatever it is, the signal box there, ladies and gentlemen, and use your phone to establish what goods there are there to steal, you know. Okay, so that's identifying the targets, ladies and gentlemen. Once you've done that, you'll need to make it back to the airstrip, ladies and gentlemen, from whence you came, you know, and it's really as simple as that. Okay, like I say, we'll put out a separate mission on the different prep missions, ladies and gentlemen, but this is an overview of the whole heist. Okay, now it's Mr. Raccoon. Look at that, he's gone absolutely mad, ladies and gentlemen. He disappeared for a while and came back, said he'd been tripping off the coast of St. Bart's with some spider monkeys. Says it changed his whole perspective on things. Absolutely shocking, really, when you think about it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once you've gathered your intel and you've got your infiltration points and all that set, you know, then you'll be ready to go on to the heist, and you'll be treated to the most inspiring team talk in history, ladies and gentlemen.
I wanted you to know that I'm a modern leader. I've done the hard work on myself, and I'm gonna be there for you. 'Cause I respect you. So go get him, team!
Okay, now you can choose to approach by a submarine, by an aeroplane, ladies and gentlemen. You can go in other ways, by boat or by halo drop as well if you want. There are a number of entry methods. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, we recommend that you take your main entry into the compound via the drainage tunnel, you know. You'll need to cut the gate down and then you'll go on inside. Now, you can approach directly if you like, ladies and gentlemen, you know. Take the more direct approach and try to storm the compound there, you know. Going in hard and heavy, but yes, we wouldn't really recommend it. No, the best approach is to sneak in through that drainage tunnel, ladies and gentlemen, and then you get on inside, you know. And once you're inside, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you've got the choice again, you know. You can sort of go around silent and sneaky, ladies and gentlemen, or you can try to blast your way through, you know. We just go away and have a rat-a-tat-tat if you want, try to shoot them all down, you know, and just sort of make progress shooting people as you go. But do be careful, ladies and gentlemen, you know. It can prove rather difficult, particularly if you haven't undertaken the disruption missions. And yes, there we go. And if you are going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, the loud and proud way, then by all means, you know, do be careful with the juggernaut, you know, because it can end rather uncomfortably. Yes, and yes, it can be rather tricky, ladies and gentlemen, to take the loud and proud approach. So we would recommend perhaps you rethink things and perhaps go in a sort of more silent and sneaky way. And that's what we're going to take a look at right now, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're creeping back on in, and now we're going to sort of take a more discreet approach, ladies and gentlemen. We've got silencers for our weapons, don't you know? And here we are. Right, okay, what the bloody hell are we doing? Let's go on then, Mr. Raccoon, for God's sake, you know. I've got no idea what we're waiting for there. Okay, yeah, so we've got a chap up there, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. Raccoon's going to go and pop him in the bean, ladies and gentlemen, nice and quiet in there. We go down, he goes. Okay, jolly good. And from there on in, ladies and gentlemen, you'll want to make your way around the compound, you know, sort of sneaking about as you can, and if you can, work in tandem, ladies and gentlemen, to take down double guards, you know, so you don't set off any alarms. You might find English Dave cowering in a cage. It can be rather upsetting, that, you know. But there you go, just wander around, take them out as you can, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually, sooner or later, something's probably going to go wrong, you know. And if that does happen, ladies and gentlemen, well, then you're back to the loud and proud approach, and you do really have to watch out for that juggernaut. Okay, then, so equip a mask, ladies and gentlemen. There he is down there. I've got no idea where I'm taking him head on, you know, but Mr. Raccoon's got bigger ideas, and there he goes, he gets him with a grenade. Okay, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, once you're in the compound, one way or the other, you've got to make it to the vault, ladies and gentlemen, so you either sneak all the way around and get in, or you just go and shoot them all like we're doing right now. And when you do make it to what's his name? I've got no idea. Whoever it is, you get to his office, ladies and gentlemen. You've got things you can steal. You've got a vault there we've got to get into. You can go and steal artwork, ladies and gentlemen, if there is available, you know, or perhaps go to the corner here. Okay, now to get down into the vault, ladies and gentlemen, you'll need to perform a hack. You know, the hack looks something like this. We'll put a video out on it later. It's not all that difficult, you know. And once you get down inside the vault, ladies and gentlemen, basically there's plenty to steal. You know, that's the whole idea of this thing. And you have to fill your bag. You know, fill your bag with stolen gold and artwork, and hopefully your any sort of accomplices will be doing the same. And when their bags are full, if you've still got room, you know, you can there we go. You can go ahead and steal some more. You can always search the rest of the compound as well for other goods, ladies and gentlemen. But once you've got as much as you can carry, essentially, you're going to want to make your way back outside, ladies and gentlemen. Now you're going to want to make it to your exit point. You know, shooting as you go, more than likely, if you set off the alarms. And once you're outside the compound, ladies and gentlemen, it's not over yet. I'm afraid you've still got to make it back to your final sort of exit point, and that's going to be that can prove rather tricky, you know, depending on where you go. We'd recommend sort of coming in with the submarine and going out with the submarine, but that's the way that we've been doing it. You can always go down to the airstrip as we are doing here. You will, of course, be chased all the way, you know. Okay, carrying rather exciting. Once you get to the airstrip, you know, all that remains now is to kill the guard, and then you have to break on inside, do another hack whilst under fire, ladies and gentlemen, make it back to the plane, get on board, and get the hell out of there, you know. That's basically all there is to it. Okay, then, and then once you get back, ladies and gentlemen, to the sunny city of Los Santos, you can return to the Madrazo family, you know, give them the goods that they require, and that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay then, so that is the Cayo Perico Heist, ladies and gentlemen. And is it worth it? Well, yes, it is really. You know, it's not all that difficult. The prep missions initially can be a little bit tiring, but once you've got the infiltration points worked out and everything, it's really very easy. You can do it rather quickly. We'll put out a full video on how to do the mission later. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you very much for watching.